What else should I do to help my marriage to my husband? I 34F am destroying my marriage with my husband 38M. Hi everyone, I'm new to Reddit and this sub but have been battling depression, IMO, nearly 8 years, since my first child was born. Not looking for advice on the depression. I need some encouragement, maybe from people who have been in this and have gotten out somehow. With my firstborn I was really struggling postpartum. I even went to the doctor. She downplayed what I was feeling and told me I was having an identity crisis. My husband told me 8 hours is 8 hours, doesn't matter if it's in a row or not. So I'd sleep. All day. Whenever my child would let me. I napped when the baby napped for 2 years. I couldn't clean the house. Could barely cook. Couldn't exercise more than a walk here and there. But it was just an identity crisis, right? It would end. Surely. That took a huge toll on my relationship because my husband didn't believe I had anything wrong either. Just stop being lazy and work out and it would be fixed. Then we tried for another child. It took nearly 3 years to conceive. That pregnancy was hard. But again, it was, according to husband, because I was eating too much of the wrong things and not exercising enough. By the way, I'm 5 feet 7 inches and 145 to 150 pounds. I was homeschooling our oldest for K and grade 1 until our baby was 1, then I couldn't do it anymore. I hated being needed, being touched, talked to 24/7. Our child is a social butterfly and needed more than what I could give. We were part of a group but he'd come home and say I'm lonely there mom. So we quit going. I put him in school. He loves life more. He has been at an educational stall for the past 1.5 years, he was quite ahead for his age, and my husband constantly sends me posts and articles about how the school system is awful. I agree. But I just can't be a home educator. I hate it. I'm apparently not the type of mom who loves to constantly be around her kids. Sue me. My husband doesn't believe depression is even a thing. It wouldn't exist at all if people would just eat right and exercise. I resent him. I resent the fact he is downplaying what I'm going through. I realize exercise can help, yes. And I'm not a fat slob. I'm on my feet all day. I garden. I keep a clean house. I go for walks with the kids. It's just not gym time. I admittedly have been in my own head for so long I've neglected him. He receives love by long talks and being doted on. I just don't have the energy or mental capacity. I show him I care by keeping a clean house, feeding him, etc. He works away often and I will meal prep 30 plus meals plus snacks so he doesn't have to go hungry during his work day. I've been telling him for a few years now I want to divorce. We don't work well together obviously. I told him at the end of the school year I'm leaving. I've started looking for jobs. So before I completely blow up my life. Is there anything else I should do/try? I have an appointment with my doc for medication at the end of the month. That's all I can think of, maybe try medication to see if it gives me the boost I apparently require in order to get in the gym and cook/clean more and stay up late talking to him, working on us, caring for him etc. Update. My husband cheated 3 years ago. I don't know where to go from here. We own our own business, which is personal care. Think massage, personal training, etc. We have been married 10 years as of yesterday, and as of 5 days ago I discovered he cheated on me in 2022. He has always accused me of cheating, being a bad partner because I'll talk about our problems with friends, etc. He's even more than once out of the blue told me to unlock my phone so he can sift through it. A shortened name came up on his WhatsApp notifications. He's got WhatsApp locked. I managed to figure out his password. This woman is also married with at least 3 children. I now have over 40 screenshots of their conversation, which appears to be regularly deleted, of him saying he loves her, has gifts for her ass fits so perfectly in his hands, he loves her hair, her gasp. Which I can only assume means one thing. He met this woman while working away, which he used to do. They reportedly haven't seen each other in 3 years. In early 2022, I had just given birth to our second child. Currently I'm 38 weeks with our third. He hasn't said I love you in at least 5 years. We are completely intertwined with land we don't want to get rid of, a business partnership, soon to be 3 children. I can't tell if they just haven't seen each other physically in 3 years or they haven't spoken at all. There's comments in their conversation that alludes to they were going to leave their spouses for each other then she got cold feet. I know I need to leave, logically. I just really don't know where to start and I'm heartbroken. He has only stayed because she wouldn't leave her husband. Update 2. Backstory can be seen on my post history. I finally had the nerve to confront him, and lo and behold he says nothing happened. I asked why her ass fits perfectly in his hands and that was apparently just a joke. He refused to admit anything, even though I sent him some of the pictures I have of their conversations. He blames me for being close to her because I met up with an old friend and his girlfriend while he was back in the country for Christmas a few years back. Except that occurred after he started seeing this woman, so shrug. I really don't believe anything he's saying. I finally brought it up to my college friend who still lives in the place he went to work, and she said she heard this as a rumor 3 years ago. That he cheated on me with a woman there. She never thought it could be true, so she didn't tell me. I never thought it could happen either, but here we are. I'm so disgusted and heartbroken. I know I need to leave. There's just a lot about our life that needs to be figured out first. I have already made sure that I am the owner of all life insurance policies for the kids, not that he would know how to change that, but now he can't without my permission. I think next week I'll try contacting a lawyer. I qualify for legal aid and likely low-income housing and income-based rental subsidy. I really don't want to have to sell our house because that's all we have to pass on to our kids, but I'll see what options I have. He works weekends, and if I leave him, I have to leave our town because it's just too small. There's no full-time childcare or work available here. But then they'd be in public school, only able to visit on him weekends, and he has to work, so logistically I feel like such an a-hole. Currently on maternity leave until next summer, so I want to get things organized before I'm due to return to work. Sorry for the jumbled mess. My brain is going in many different directions.